Well said.
Ready
Okay.
to hit the button.
Oh.
You guys ready for the fancy schmancy song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta
Sure.
find it again.
Born ready.
Okay.
I was molded by it.
All right. Everyone quiet.
Just Heather Tisk. Fancy variety show.
And we're clear. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Welcome.
Now
Hello.
we're clear on my side.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Woo!
Oh,
Woo! Hosty schmosty. Thanks, Dave.
you're welcome.
Another hosty schmosty.
Got to get those out of the way.
Appreciate it.
Shorty got the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
With the fur?
The whole
She
club
got
looking
the
at
cold club looking at her.
What'd she do next?
She hit the floor.
And then?
Next thing you know, Shorty goes low, low, low.
low.
Low, 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 low.
La 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 la.
How's the stream? Is the stream up?
Low,
Does it
low,
look
low,
okay?
low.
Stream is up. It looks streamy.
Streamy!
It looks like a stream.
Thanks. Oh! Another hosting. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're
M.
welcome.
Hey, it's him.
Oh shit.
I know her.
She's one of the bestest of all the evers.
She lives here.
Thanatos with the Twitch Prime sub. Holy shit.
Whoa!
Oh, that is an epic alert. Oh my god.
Yes,
it scared
sir.
me.
I thought it was gonna be an epic mistake. I thought that's what he was gonna say.
Epic mistake. I should not have given you that 250. Ghostly Nick, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, turn some music back on. Memonize.
Drinking his fancy Coke.
Is that what that is?
It's actually
Gotta-
liquid heroin.
Liquid
No,
heroin.
Because that's
Yep.
what we need.
All right, tweets out. Music's rolling. Hi, guys.
Hello.
It's been a week since we
Yes.
last hung out. Some of us longer than that.
So long. It's been so long. I've grew locks of love.
Yeah, Canned has been taking the the Rogaine route.
Rogaine and Miracle Grow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I have to say real quick, I love the addition of Mr. Hockey Steve here.
Yeah, he's one of a kind.
I'm just here to fill the spot. It looks weird when there's only 5
Wrong.
in the layout.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
I signed up for community service as prescribed by my local jurisdiction.
Who thought this would qualify?
It totally is, guys. This is community service.
Legit.
Oh no, Tamara.
Keep
I
my
just
ass off the
deleted-
streets.
Oh shit.
no.
I just peed myself. Come over here.
Tam
Speak
Tam.
is all about servicing
What?
the community.
I just
He's all about servicing something.
I service anyone with $20.
I'll draw it
You
again.
guys know this.
This is true.
$20 is $20, guys. I gotta pay my bills.
That's why I had to
What is
explain
this,
all those
$20?
$20 transactions on the bank account to what.
At least it's tax free.
It's true.
Something.
For now.
We got lots of stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you know the one thing I'm gonna talk about first?
What?
I don't like
What is that?
Chris with a wig. That's. I also don't like how
I like
It
it.
is unsettling.
I don't like how it perfectly matches your beard either.
I was just gonna say.
Isn't it great?
Did you was that just like off the rack kind of a deal, or did you have to go find that?
All right,
Shaved
so
his
listen.
ass.
I was looking and looking.
It's a $1,000 custom wig.
It was like it was 2
Santa
days after
pictures.
Halloween. 2 days after Halloween, we had a Halloween party at my family's house, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't get nothing to dress up as, and my face paint, I don't know what the fuck that is. So let's go by Walmart. I know they got tons of shit left, and they didn't.
They didn't know.
So I was digging and digging. Somebody happened to look at it and then threw it back down on the shelf, and I'm like, it's a wig. I want to grab it.
Excellent.
It was actually like some person's actual wig, and they were
Yes.
walking around giving.
Hey,
their
what's
heads
going on,
in the air.
Cameron? Good evening, and welcome to the Fancy Schmancy Show. Variety show. But yeah, so
Gramios.
I
Give me jelly.
ran upstairs, and I
Straight
borrowed
jelly.
her hair clip, and I still have it in the wig.
I actually
Yes.
really like it. It does make you look more like the Viking guy that was Thor's friend more than Thor, I think. But it's not
Oh,
bad.
yes, Gimli.
Gimli. Yeah. I don't know.
Yes,
I
that's
don't know
who
what
it
his
is.
name was, but that's pretty close.
I'm just trying to imagine what that wig is actually supposed to be meant for, you know?
It's a hippie wig.
And, yeah.
Is it?
That's what it said on the title. It was a
Hippie
hippie
wig?
wig.
And the
Yeah.
fact you can wear it more than once without scratching out your scalp is pretty good.
That is
It,
impressive.
it does help whenever you don't have any hair.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
You've been wearing it for all of 10 minutes. I already forgot that you didn't have hair. Makes him look like the lone wolf pack.
Lone wolf pack, right?
That's why he's in the middle.
I'll allow it.
Is anybody enjoying a delicious beverage? I saw that last time Steve was on, he was drinking some. There's a Coke, some water.
Strawberry
Crisp.
crisp.
Is that like a knockoff brand?
It's strawberry.
I'll be right back.
What the fuck is a strawberry? It's orange.
And then whenever I get done with that,
There's a lemon on it.
lime.
that's is that just
And
like
when I get done with that,
Oh right.
after hours.
After hours, yeah. After midnight.
Is that like the cheap brand of like local sodas?
If I get hungry,
Oh
I
my
got
God.
some crackers.
Aren't you
Some
sitting
Ritz
like right in the
crackers?
kitchen?
No, that's behind me. I just turn and grab some chips.
That's funny right there. Steve,
The
My
baby.
kitchen's
you're
over there.
welcome. I heard tell that you and Nick had yourselves a raid today. That's pretty neat.
We did. We actually went out of our comfort zone and hung out with more strangers.
You had LFG.
And
On the
No. Kind of.
no,
Ish.
Yeah, kind of. It was some guys were looking for 2 to finish a raid, and we jumped in there. Like, we could have jumped in with a bunch of 10-year-olds for all we knew. But you know what? It worked out.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There was an Irish guy, an American guy. There's a guy from Jamaica, and then I think Donald Trump was there too.
Donald Trump. Did
shit.
everyone walk into a bar?
Sounds like the setup for a bad joke. That's exactly what I was thinking. Steve.
As long as it's not a cucumber and a corn cob. I know what- there, you're
A
good.
corkscrew.
A mild snorkel.
So yeah, I didn't get your guys' message until 15 minutes ago.
Which message was that?
It was sent 30 or 15 minutes prior to that. It said, "Hey, you want to join us again on the pit?" I'm like,
Oh.
oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, you know, hey,
But I'm
It's
glad you got
good
to meet
all
new
weekend.
people though.
Hey, you were watching a movie. What were you watching?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, nice.
Watching it for like the 7th time,
Nice.
10,000 times.
That's
something.
almost as good as 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah. I can watch that one like 100 times.
Fuck this wig, said Canned.
I
as
think
he threw the wig.
I think you look way better without it.
I get really hot when I wear it.
I think you should grow your hair out to be like the wig.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen
I
the this
agree.
World War? Is it wait?
You guys seen that new Jason Momoa commercial?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it
You
would
just
end
do
up
a
looking
comb over, Ken. You'd be okay.
I could comb it and meet it in the middle for a mohawk.
like. I would support that. I would support
Like a
that
troll
100%.
doll.
Or I could just be like the guy on Tekken, the hair on the side.
Yeah.
Just comb the beard up and over.
I probably could.
I think that the grow out period would be the most interesting because everybody would be
Yeah.
like, "What are you
Getting
growing
there.
it for?"
It'd be like really long on the sides
Like,
and short. in the
just
middle.
wait.
If it was your hair, though, it would look like the world's
And then tie
worst
it up like
mullet.
a bow. Right. I mean, I could definitely grow a mullet. It's in the
I mean,
prior tuck going on.
you would need to have the region appropriate Kentucky waterfall.
Which one?
I say not hockey hair.
That's the one that's like super short, like almost completely shaved, and then all in the back.
It's all business in the front, and then. Or are you talking about the ones where it's like shaved from here forward, and then it's just long hair
Yeah,
in the
that
back?
one. Yeah, that one.
Oh God, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's the
Isn't
Kentucky
that an
waterfall.
ape drink?
I think the ape drape is when it's
Master
when it's like
Roshi.
it's just all long, right?
The Master Roshi. Yeah.
So there's a zombie show on Sci-Fi. There's the old guy. He has the hair growth like me, but it's long, nappy looking. I think he only has like the chin hair. I don't know. I don't know.
I would like to see you with a completely different hairstyle. That would be incredible.
He puts
I
the
got
wig
this
back
or
on.
bald?
Not like that.
Shit.
I think that'd be super neat. Let's see. Anything happen cool this week? You guys have anything cool happen this week?
I got a little older.
Oh, it was Dave's birthday.
Happy birthday, Dave!
I got a little older.
We thought about
No
sending
big
you
deal.
3 months of free Game Pass, but you don't have an Xbox, so
That's true.
we didn't
But
do
you
that.
could use the Game Pass on your computer and play with Xbox people.
Currently doing that.
Yeah, he done did that. I wasn't gonna buy him a gift for his birthday. Was he fucking 6? Shit.
Shit.
Buy him a gift and go to his birthday party. And
That would be
sit around
different.
His kitchen table and
And
blow
come to
a
my
can-
birthday party with a birthday gift on my birthday with a birthday party and a gift.
If you
No
invited
way.
me to
My
your house for
birthday?
a party, I would show up with a gift.
Be a hell of a drive.
I would probably fly.
I think Thanatos is confused or he's upset that he wasn't invited to the birthday party.
All my friends have a birthday this year.
No, actually, Hockey
Yes.
Steve, I was hat
Ralph
shopping
Wiggins said all my
on
friends
the
have a
similar
birthday.
hat with my team on it.
So fun fact, 3 of us had a birthday within the past 2 weeks.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Started off with old man Thanatos, and then older man Candy Canned, and then old man Dave,
Mm-hmm.
and then old man
We're the same age.
Richardson. My birthday is in April,
I know.
and I'll be older than you, I think.
Nope.
Wait, no, you
We're
just
the
you just turned older than me.
I just turned 36. Yeah,
Everybody's older than me.
You're a baby.
I'm a baby. I'm still wet behind the ears.
Ew, gross.
That's why I rub them
Oh,
all
not like
out.
not like that.
yeah.
Well, this
That's
was
names.
this was a good week for Twitter bullshit. You guys see that?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
there's always something.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah.
literal like revolving door with issues, especially streamer Twitter. I don't know how much you guys are like tuned in to streamer Twitter, but every 30
streamer
minutes
Twitter,
I
yeah.
think people go back and forth, like it's either boobs or follow for follow or what else?
Boobs.
Boobs.
Be right back.
After that, yeah.
Boobs. And then like there's just this ongoing like disgustingly toxic discussion about stream advice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's experts out there.
Yeah. There's one guy, his content is literally just telling you how to get better at making content.
Nothing else.
No, that's what he does. That's his stream.
Is he even mildly successful?
I mean, he's
Yeah,
not.
what are his credentials?
He's not
I
a.
think I know who you're talking about.
He's not a millionaire, but he's also not like flipping burgers either. You know what I mean?
Experts got to start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, it's I think like the one thing that caught my attention the most was Streamlabs made a post was like, hey, how do you get more viewers? As if they're like asking questions, but really they were just trying to have a Twitter engagement. But it got like super heated because one of my favorite streamers, King Ithalian, posted know somebody
Yay!
and get lucky.
Get lucky. Yep.
And it's like, so many folks blew the fuck up, like,
How
like,
dare you?
like, hey, this guy,
How dare you have an opinion?
this guy who's basically like been streaming for, millions of dollars the last few years, doesn't have any real advice to give people.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain guys whose advice I might at least, listen to. He's on the list.
Well, like, so, I actually kept this link because I really wanted to talk about it. One of the things that he said was, he wanted to clear up the fact that his statement did not mean success in streaming is only luck, because obviously there's a lot more. Like, you need to be positioned correctly. What he said was luck is how you start. Positioning, consistency, and passion is how you succeed. There are hundreds of incredibly talented streamers that will likely never see growth. It is not because they're bad. It's not because they're not passionate. It's not even their fault. You should be doing it because you love it. If you get lucky, then dope. If you don't, them's the rapids. And like, there's people like, for instance, I don't really want to call this person out by name, but the guy that he was talking to, or that was talking about him, basically said like, you're an idiot. Don't tell people that, because this guy has been saying from the beginning, like, you need to be streaming every day and getting in the grind, and if you just sit there and grind real hard, you'll make it. That's his key advice. If you grind, you will make it.
But this isn't the first time that we've heard a bigger streamer say it's luck.
Luck. Yeah. And I mean, like, if you're thinking about it, like, as in being successful would be a dollar sign, then there's a lot more than just being partnered or having sponsors or getting to a financially stable level. Like, if you're talking like you want to be top 100 streamers, then yeah, there's just like, you've got to be just as lucky to be there as you would to be in the NHL or the NFL or the NBA. Like, those people are part of a giant pool of other people who are really good at sports but never ever make a single dollar off of it, because that's just not how things worked out for them. Now I like
really.
Go
Go ahead. Sorry, you paused. I
Well,
thought you were done.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna wrap it up by saying I like what Goss said, because it's basically acknowledging the fact that there is a huge middle ground for streamers, where like there's people who are successful but are barely making minimum wage, but are doing streaming for a living. That's their job. Then you have other guys in there who are just basically like us, having fun, meeting friends, putting effort into it because you want to put quality content out there, but not like this is your job. We've all got jobs that we do, other things and places where we actually make money. And I feel like the people who are really deep into this type of argument are the ones who kind of have that whole like, I'm 12 years old and I'm going to grow up to be an astronaut kind of feeling. Like, I just started streaming and I'm going to do this for a living. Right.
Grummalicious is right.
Having connections, like a friend of a friend. Some of those streamers have deep connections that aren't obvious. Yeah, exactly. And that's part of like the getting lucky part. Like, if you work hard and put out good content, it's possible that your friend may be able to put you in a place where you're a little more visible to the right people.
Right.
which is awesome. But if you weren't working hard, then he wouldn't do that. There's a there's a definite kind of back and forth that I think is necessary to have, especially when you're a growing streamer and you're like trying to take things up to the next level to where you're, maybe more popular, or maybe you have more viewers, or you want to do different things. Like, there's definitely a desire to continually put effort into making your content better, and that's the passion. And I feel like you could be literally one of the best streamers in the world and have the most passion, have the greatest content, and then not ever be seen.
That's me.
That's Nick. But like it is so easy to get lost in that and get stuck in that, and it'd be like, well, if I'm not making $10 million, then I'm not successful, or if I'm not partnered, then I'm not valid, or if I don't get sponsored by Hungry Man, then I'm not gonna eat. Like there's so
I would
many
take
more.
that sponsorship.
I'm hungry, man.
I definitely would too.
The
But-
mega meals are fantastic.
But there's so much more to being a content creator, especially when you take away the idea that I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, if you just like knock that out right away and just say like, I want to make good content, then I think you're already beating out most of the other streamers. Making quality content and enjoying yourself and not losing that passion. That's the hard part. The Salisbury steak. Oh my god, my wife
That
likes
Salisbury
the
steak.
It's a spicy meatballs.
she likes the the country fried steak with the white gravy.
Yes,
More of a meatloaf guy
I
myself.
love country fried steak.
But yeah, like I would say like for the most part you're gonna see probably 95% of all people who stream never actually make it a viable type of income for their whole lives. And even the guys, Bacon, thanks for the host. Even the guys who are streaming now who are doing really fucking well, what are they gonna do 10 years down the road? Like, if it's not streaming, like what does their life look like? Like, where does this evolve into? It's such a new thing. It's such a new medium. It's such a different way of entertaining people. Like, there's no telling where it's going to be in 5 years. And all this money and all these sponsorships and all these people coming into the space, like looking for influencers and looking for people to sponsor, looking for people to like hawk their shit, basically. Like, it's a huge market, and there's a lot of people who are going to judge how successful they are based on how many Hungry Man meals they get their friends to buy. Like, there's a definite feeling of like people out there wanting to make this their job. They see people like Gothalion out there, and they go, "This motherfucker sits on his ass and plays video games for a living. I can do that." And they get this idea that you got to be making millions of dollars in order for it to be a legitimate job, I guess. I don't know.
Isn't there another way to look at Goth's comment, though, where there's almost a responsibility because of who he is or whoever you think he is? But for any of these kids that are starting to stream, and these streamers that are preying on them and subscribe to me, watch me, I will show you the way. And and Goth's responsibility is saying, no, kids, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Do not put your money into him because it's luck.
Right. And yes, and I think like that actually like branches off into kind of a different subject, but there are people out there, lots of people I've been seeing a lot more recently, where it's kind of like a stream school. Have you guys seen any of those tweets or those posts where people are like, for $500 I'll teach you to be a better streamer, and it's like, holy fuck. like that is now
Excuse
this person's
me. I gotta go to Twitter real quick.
that is now like this person's job. I know someone who's got a book that's been published and bought like, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of copies, but she's made a career out of helping people make a career out of making a career out of helping people make a career of what she does.
How many careers?
It's like 10 levels of Inception, man. I don't understand
Careerception.
but like that.
And at the very end is watch me.
But
It's the How to Make $1 Million, the book, and you sell it for $1 million.
done.
And done, yes.
and you get it and it's empty. And you go, what?
It says,
Just says,
sucker!
"Thank you."
It's a pyramid scheme. No, I really do think that she's being genuine about what she's putting together. But I do think that a lot of things like what Steve is saying, where there's these kids who see this as a, easy career move, like this is now going to be my career. Like they grow up with this stuff and they think all they got to do is sit there and play games. They're going to be the
I
ones.
walked out of grade 9 today.
right, yeah. I quit school because I'm gonna be a fucking streamer.
I'm good at Fortnite. I can do the dance.
I can do the Fortnites. But like there's these kids who like that is what they expect, and then like what Steve is saying, like there's these people who are saying, well, if you pay me, I can teach you to be a content creator, and then now you be the bestesses. I can dab.
Actually,
It's fine.
before I switched jobs here recently, I was only living off of pretty much $300 a month or a week, and then $1,200 a month.
I mean, we have a
It was
2-income
doable,
household.
right?
And back when I was just working the newspaper job, I was still making like almost $450 a week, and even that was hard to live off of.
What's going on, Voidheart? Hello and welcome.
Groomios, you should definitely not have kids, anyways.
Kids are little assholes, if you don't know.
Kids are the worst.
But
Life suckers.
they're so great, though. It's
No,
like a
they're not.
double-edged sword.
I love my
No.
kids. Don't get me wrong.
Nobody's recording. Oh wait, you are being recorded saying that. Never
No,
mind.
I actually,
Forgot to refresh.
I love my kids. I do wish that they would get fucking jobs, but your wife just sent me a photo of your town, Chris.
Whose wife?
Oh yeah,
What's going
was
on?
it covered in snow?
Tam.
Because we had quite a bit of snow today.
It's covered, like
We get
you
some
you
snow?
got like a weird like circular park in the center of your town. There's a roundabout.
Crop circle.
And there's like some kind of weird circular park there in the middle. Like all the roads come together right there.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And then in the back is like all these houses, and it's all just snow. Like it's all F's in chat.
It's party.
Hold on, fix it. Come on, we can do it.
S in chat for
Oh,
bacon.
For
Too much.
bacon and what he once was.
Turn your brightness down.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, turn your brightness down just a little bit.
I'll turn it way the fuck down. Let's see if that's it. Ha!
Oh yeah, there it is.
We'll turn you the fuck down.
See, it's like a weird like center of the town circle.
That's a crop circle. Aliens have been there and they're just like decorating around it.
That's a
Oh.
Our
target.
house on there.
It's a target, yeah.
Orbital bombardment commencing. And
So we
three,
have two
two.
statues.
Two
in that-
statues.
in the square. Mm-hmm.
Are they Confederate soldiers?
Controversial.
Statues.
On the contrary, it is
They're good
Abraham
people.
Lincoln.
Abraham
terrible.
Lincoln, bro.
Not that guy.
As a grown person and as
Mm-hmm.
a child.
Oh, it's both. He's both statues.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Tear down that child.
Bacon says, before kids' marriage, I had a glorious head of hair and was physically fit and had monies. Yeah,
And he
Wait,
told the
before
truth.
your kids got married? What?
That's in chat for that one. Before the kids and marriage, Nick.
I still think
Yo,
it's
Pixie the
funny
host.
before his kids got married.
Well, yeah, don't have any more kids, Pixie. After this one, like, tell Inevitable to take a cold shower or some shit.
Nah, just go to the doctor and
Snip them. There you go.
So it
it is
closed.
a
What?
lot. It is a lot easier for him to reverse than it is for you,
That's true.
and the pain doesn't last as long.
That's also true.
Yeah, it's an outpatient surgery.
the-
Can we put up a
Nick
video
knows.
of this procedure on
yeah, let's just show the.
live streaming.
how simple this is?
If you're in the Discord, I'm gonna post it to the Discord.
Okay.
Just to kind of round out the conversation, like
Leave that real quick.
basically, like I think that most people need to understand that streaming is not ever gonna be your only job. most people, it's not gonna be your only job, and you should definitely find ways to distance yourself from that like superstar mentality of you're gonna own the fucking streaming space, and just like learn to, you know, be set up and ready for growth, and be ready for success, and be ready for like, you know, skyrocketing numbers. If that happens, fucking cool. But I think what you should be ready for more is, you know, setting yourself up for yeah, setting yourself up for success, which means actually going and, you know, having a job and like living a life, and then like making streaming a major part of that if you want, but you know, definitely not like put the major part. But like don't put so much pressure on yourself to like make that your job, because I think a lot of kids burn out for that reason.
Yep. You have to be able to adapt very quickly to the ever-changing viewers and chatters.
Well, yeah.
And that goes back to that thing we talked about a couple weeks ago, where people start streaming and they quit after a few months.
Yep. I think that's why, because a lot of folks realize in that first 3 months like how fucking hard it is to even get a few people to show up to your channel regularly,
or to set up alerts for all the different games. Jesus.
Or just to set up alerts that aren't the fucking defaults.
There you go.
The zombie. I mean, I've seen a lot of people still using the zombie on Streamlabs.
Thanks for that follow.
Bust my ass doing physical labor for 10 years, making 15 an hour. Perspective. I mean, yeah, like I don't think that, and we've talked about this before, but I don't think a job, you know, should be judged whether or not it's a good or bad job on how much money you make. I think there's a lot more to it than just what you get paid. So.
Oh, I've been thinking about that so much here recently.
I bet.
So much.
We just had a conversation with Thanatos last week about how that's affecting. He's playing a game or some shit right now. How that's affecting.
He's playing Apex.
Is he?
I am not good, sir.
Where are we dropping, boys?
We Swamp Boys.
We Swamp Boys tonight. But yeah, like I think that it's, you know, it's a rude awakening, and for a lot of people they just give up on that. That point. Dave, stop. Dave.
Oh,
Dave,
sorry.
stop.
See, my whole plan for becoming a successful streamer is for waiting for one of you assholes to become successful and then host me.
Ride
and
them
then I will be
coattails, baby.
successful. Yep.
Thing is one of us
Totally.
has to have coattails.
That's a good
I can't even afford a jacket that stops at my waist, much less anything below that.
I need a stick so I can go. Do it, sneak.
Do something.
Do something.
I thought this was going to be a show about an African lady and her hubby. It is. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
Are you not paying attention?
Have you not been listening?
Are you not entertained?
I don't get how people can live on just streaming. I know single people. No, yeah, no, yeah. Like, and that's exactly what I was going to say. Like,
Jason.
I know someone that I know, like, not like super well, but like pretty well, who got really lucky, and you know, they had good numbers for a while, and they ended up getting partnered, and they were like, fuck this shit, I'm quitting my job. And then, you know, I call it the streamer recession. It's like when like streamers became way more mainstream, like people stopped watching this guy, and you know, like it was one of those deals where his channel was based around a particular game, and when that game stopped being the game, then his channel stopped being the channel. And I think, you know, just looking back, there's probably hundreds and hundreds of really good content creators who stopped making content when Trials left. Like, I remember the biggest time on Twitch, the biggest viewers, the most people out there was on the weekends when people were running Trials. Like, and I'm sure there's a lot more to it than other places, but yeah, Trials was
that was huge for the Destiny director.
Yeah, it was the thing that I feel like kept Destiny going during all the slumps for PvE. So,
and then they're like, nah, never mind, we don't need this anymore.
Well, things was
And
not
everybody's
working.
like, bring back Trials. Bring it back.
Bring
And
me
I'm
the
sitting here
Trials.
going,
What's a content creator?
bring back SRL.
Shut your commie mouth.
That's an HD question there, Hicker.
Hickerbilly, a content creator, is someone who spends their time and effort putting about 5 hours into a 5-second video that less than 5 people are going to watch.
and does it over and over and over again. Is that fair?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Nailed it.
And then your friends tell you how they didn't watch it anyways. 'cause
Right. They're
they
like,
don't
hey,
watch
we were
videos.
gonna watch, but we decided we would rather fucking watch grass grow. Because you're not entertaining, and I hate you.
Wait, that's an option?
Yeah, you can talk.
You're like,
Oh, sorry.
No,
I think it's perfect to have a GIF, a scene where it's just grass growing.
it's grass growing, paint drying.
I'm gonna write that shit down.
Oh yeah.
Paint drying.
You didn't watch my video.
Change
Don't you realize this?
streams to paint drying.
Grass
Someone who makes clickbait titles for videos. I wish I could,
growing.
like that's actually something.
and
that
go.
That's something that I was thinking about recently. Like, clickbait titles. I've been trying to use clickbait titles for my last 10 streams or so. I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but I've been putting that shit out there because I think it's kind of funny. I read that. Oh God, I forget the name of the creator on YouTube, but they've been using clickbait titles for the last 2 years, and have seen just exponentially upwards movement the whole time.
I've always noticed if you put not clickbait in your title,
But that's
Like,
also
clearly-
clickbait.
clearly clickbait, and then in parentheses not clickbait.
No, there's
Somebody needs to teach me.
there is an art to that.
Oh,
and
I
it's-
should write a book.
Yeah, for real.
Hold on.
$50 million book right there. But no, there's an art to that, because that's exactly what you want. You want to create a title that almost forces engagement, because that's what your main goal as a content creator is to get eyeballs on your content. So yeah, like,
they either come in and attack you.
Nick, you've been doing it all wrong, man.
Well, fuck me sideways and call me Sally.
Again?
Man plays with wood on stream. Yeah, and that would be like a chopping trees down a Minecraft stream. I would click on that one. That would get me. Probably. That would probably get me. I don't know. It depends on what the thumbnail looks like. If they had a guy with a big tree coming out of his junk spot, I would probably click.
And you gotta put your face in the thumbnail going.
Off
Speaking
to the
of
side.
speaking of content creators,
Down in the corner.
our illustrious friend Thanatos has been
Very
6
quiet.
white men destroy black couple, not clickbait. Oh my gosh. Wow. I
Where
would
is that
I wouldn't
tweeted
click
at?
that one. That's not one that I would.
I wouldn't click that with your mouse.
No. Definitely not.
That goes on the work computer.
Yo! Killer, what's up, bud?
Kill him.
How are ya? I'm sure you can chime in on this too, dude. Like a lot of times folks out there, they say, hey, I'm
Thank you,
branded
Pix,
as
for
the Ghostly Nick. So when you join the Ghostly Nicks, I'm going to say that my community is called the Ghost Town. And you guys are all ghostesses or some shit, right?
And we're gonna scare the shit out of you all
Is it
night.
not the robe closet? Because
And like I know that Canned, like his is like welcome to the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm writing that one down. That was good.
you're welcome.
Canned is
How do you
welcome to the
spell
neighborhood.
closet?
C
Closet.
C
C
L
CC's Pizza. Oh, sorry. I was getting hungry.
L
Oh, now I'm hungry.
O
Oh.
SET. There you
Set.
go. Steve doesn't
Yes.
stream regularly, but if he did, he'd probably call everybody puckheads.
Nah.
But he could though.
I could. Yes, you're perfectly right.
And friends on the pewter TV, hosers. Yeah, he called people hosers.
Hosers.
This could be hosers.
That would work.
Yes.
Dave, what do you say when people join?
It's the dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. That's right. Recently, Thanatos made a change. Yours was what before? It was
Potato Mafia.
the Potato Mafia. That's right.
Still
And-
is, isn't it?
You're looking at
No,
changing
it's
that,
changing.
right?
I want to hear
Oh,
this
really?
new one.
Unveil it here tonight.
Put them on the spot.
Unveiled, it will be unveiled on tomorrow night's stream.
Oh.
No!
No!
Oh,
You're- That's clickbait.
that is clickbait.
That's
You
real life
heard it here
clickbait.
first, folks.
I learned from the best. No, after and this has kind of been rattling around up here under the beanie for a while.
Whoa.
The
The beanie? Just in
Yes.
the beanie.
just in the beanie. As much as I like both my handle and the former name of what will one day be a community, I just came to the realization over time that it didn't make any fucking sense.
You don't like potatoes.
No, I love potatoes, and I thought any of you who have seen me play any game that involves guns, you know, potato is very fitting because there's a lot of potato aiming going on. However, when your channel name is based on one thing and the community / channel that you're trying to build, there's just so and I was like, you couldn't possibly be any further apart.
And that's why he's changed his name to Potato Guy. XXI.
Well, so much for tomorrow night's big reveal.
No reason to stream tomorrow night now.
Right? No, Thanatos will remain Thanatos. But the community name and welcome in message and host and follower alerts will line up more with
Crop dusters.
that aspect. Yes, Sneak. Yes.
Did you say Thana
And
aspect?
it's just some small tweaks here and there to kind of
Welcome,
not
Spud.
have weird ass breaks. It has nothing to do with potato.
Except for his computer.
That's just small potatoes.
So yeah, it makes more sense.
No, I really think like I actually love it when people I know, friends of mine, like they take the time to really consider like what they want and where they want to go with this whole like content creation streaming thing, and like
French
Yeah.
fries.
if you are not already a streamer, you should probably grab all these ideas and
Throw them out.
yeah, no,
Your
keep
name
it.
is already Potato Guy XXI on Twitch.
Go spend your $500 and go subscribe to that guy on Twitter.
I mean, it's important. Like, I just like seeing people like, you know, make changes that they you know, really feel like they're gonna stand behind it. Like Nick changing his name, loved it. I always thought Sevelus was like a cool name, but it just felt, you know,
Like
once I learned your
syphilis.
real name, it just felt weird.
I like sleeveless. Sloves.
Yo, Grummios, thanks for the follow and welcome to.
So Sevelus is a character. I've said this a few times. Sevelus is a character in a series of books I wrote back in. And they are like
graphic novels.
they're like super shitty, like written.
Let us judge them.
What you'd expect a high school student to write, right? It was
Boobies.
not impressive by any stretch of the imagination.
Boobies and dragons
Sex
and women
scenes.
wearing bikini armor.
I'd read
No,
Magic bikini armor. Come on.
Come
it.
on,
Never mind it.
you
All the
know.
metal's got to go to the booby parts.
Wait, is it a soft metal?
Sensual.
anywho.
Clang.
So Sevelus was the main protagonist, and he was the good guy. And
It started in a bar.
no,
There were potatoes.
No.
Were they highly
And-
organized into a mafia-like organization?
Peanut butter?
and while I knew how to pronounce it, nobody else on this fucking planet
No, I mean,
could pronounce it correctly.
I am 100% guilty. The first time you showed up, I was like, syphilis? Are you trying to
Like,
say
I'm
syphilis on my
starting to say
stream?
Why the fuck do you think we all called you Seb?
I said it right.
Yeah. It was a cool name because it
Well,
meant
it's a
something to
thinker.
you, but as a brand, you grew out of it.
Yeah, as a brand, it's not something that I could go with.
Yeah.
I got confused with like people would confuse me with like, oh, Severus Snape. No, you fuckers. In fact, my username predates the Harry Potter book by like 5 years.
Lies.
By like 3 months.
They owe you money.
I need to see your copyright material, sir.
Okay.
Actually, you've promised me multiple times to send me that story, and you have not.
I just can't find the damn thing.
I said, plus it's cool to have your name and your username. People are like, hey.
Well, everybody remembers like Guardian Outpost, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dave got tired of being
Dave.
Joe, and he just wanted to be himself again.
Right.
And that's kind of the direction that I was at. As like, well,
Dressed as Snape.
I'm Sev, but I want to
He's already
be
in robes.
I want to be me.
Pretty damn close.
Well, like you use the example of Guardian Outpost, and like that's why I think it's a really good example, because the guy named himself after a particular area in D1 long before he knew that it was going to be associated with his entire brand. And he like named himself after a place where there was a dead guardian on Venus. I don't know if you guys remember that. It wasn't the spawn location like when you first show up, but it's like right around the corner. They're like, oh, here's a fucking Guardian Outpost. Oh, dead Guardian. And then you go around the corner and you find the Fallen or whatever. It's, you know. But like that was where he originated his name from. Like there's also people out there, you know, like their name is like XX Chaos Magic Turd Butt 49, and they thought that was cool like way back in, you know.
Oh man,
Eighth
I'm
grade.
49.
I like turd butts also.
I have to be 50 now instead of 49. God.
But
ran
like
a couple of people
now they're like 15 years older, and they're like, I don't want to be turd butt anymore. Like I don't like being called turd butt on a daily basis. It was cool
I
back
used to
when
be called Shaggy because mine was XXDA Shaggy XX, and I just changed it once I started streaming.
yeah. Well, like I just know like
Also, you're the one. No.
Yes.
finding the
I
right
knew we would meet this day.
finding the right branding is definitely difficult, and it's one of those deals where it's less of a single decision and more, I think, of an evolving kind of journey. And you know, making the right choices and doing what you feel like works best for you is always going to be more genuine than trying to like create something and then like kind of shoehorn yourself into it. You know what I mean?
So I also say this: when you rebrand, no matter how good of friends you think you are with somebody, and how much you think people are going to be following your Twitter and the announcements and whatnot, nobody's going to
Yeah.
fucking pay attention.
It's always someone
You
going,
will show up in
Change,
their
man.
stream. Somebody that you've been watching for literally 5 years, saw them grow from 130 person follower streamer all the way up to 60,000. They're still going to be all like, "Oh, hi Nick. When did you follow and sub? I didn't see it. Like a year and a half ago, bitch."
because I told you I changed my name. Remember?
Yeah, they're not going to pay attention.
And then you
So-
like whisper like, "It's Severus." Oh my God,
Yes.
Severus!
Yep.
Oh, Seb. Hey, Seb. How's it going, Seb? What's up, Seb? Seb. Then you're like,
Hey,
"No,
mods,
like,
can we
actually-
get a shout out for Sev?
I changed my name."
Actually,
Yeah,
Actually, it's Nick now.
you guys are spot on. In fact, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's
Well-
it's a difficult thing, man. Like it's a
And at this point, it's like I have people who will come into my stream, be all like, "I don't know how I'm following you. Why are you familiar to me?" And I'm like, "I'm Sev."
Oh,
How you
Does
been,
somebody
Seb?
have that
How's
name?
it going?
Is that actually?
I don't know. Grum, I think that it took like 4 years for that guy to be partnered. Not necessarily for him to follow or sub. But I know what you're saying, and you tried to make a joke, and I made it not a joke. Ha ha! That's how I win. That's how I win.
Well, I mean, I've been streaming for what 2.5 years now, and I'm still under 200
Sev
followers.
Wow.
Fail.
Steve.
The snow goes white on a mountain tonight. Not a footprint.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to your new community branding. I think that's awesome. One of the cool things that I think that we're doing right that a lot of other folks aren't doing right, but like that we're doing right,
Night bacon.
is that we are sharing a Discord, and that is our
Yeah.
center for community building. And I feel like so much better about building a community together than I would like having to do it all by myself. Bacon, fuck right off, bud.
Since we've kind of joined
Sit
up,
on
it
and
has been
spin.
completely different.
No, really love you.
Night bacon.
Not 12.
Not 12. That was a lie.
Good.
Yeah, good, because I would ban you.
Yeah,
And the lie
exactly.
Because you got to be
That was a
13 to
lie.
be on here, bud.
Bud.
There's
Hey,
things talked about here you wouldn't understand.
Oh, bacon nailed it.
Well, you
Easier
didn't
to
even
have
mention
Hugo
me, so.
Discord in one than is Hugo like a million Discords.
Oh shit! I didn't
Right,
realize.
right, and that's something that like I think as like if I would have had this kind of setup when I was first starting streaming, like I would have felt a lot better about community building, because that's one of the hardest things. Like you really do kind of like what Steve was mentioning earlier, like having to go LFG in someone else's community. Like you feel like a bunch of strangers, social anxiety, awkward. But like if you make the effort and you push through it, like you find, you know, usually some really like genuine decent people. Also, that's true. Grumios called it. He said you were bald like 20 minutes ago, and you totally are. So
he gets a award.
yeah, let me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play you a song, Grumios. Here we go.
Is it keeping your poop in a jar?
It's yes.
I think that's a great reward.
Hey, inevitable. I'm gonna play a
No.
song for Grumios because he nailed nailed Thanatos on the fact that he was bald. So
Who's inevitable?
Dave.
Yes.
oh, you mean BDG?
Oh, yeah, Beer Dad
BDG,
Gaming.
yeah.
Bearded Dead Gamer. I want to follow that guy. He's not there
That was
anymore.
my
Pissed me
joke.
off.
Shout out BDG.
Oh shit,
that guy.
we were just talking about branding too. It's funny.
Ah, damn it.
Too fast, Dave. But yeah, I just think like building a community is the hardest part about all this. And like we have very different schedules. We're in very different parts of our streaming journey. We're on very different games most of the time. Like so, building a community together, I think makes sense because it's not like we have to really fight over any kind of specific thing. Like if we can build a community together, then we can all kind of share friendships and, you know, share viewers and hosts and raids, and like it becomes more of a community than it does.
Butt touches all around.
Great
Give it
effort.
So many words.
Yeah, it's just it's definitely one of those things where you don't want to stream to nobody. That's never fun. But at the same time, like, you know, like don't like you also want to like make friends. The people who are watching you, you want to be able to have conversations and make friends. This is fun. It's a rough little world out there. Nick is a Tom Brady of the group. In what way? Because I would not have.
He needs to retire. No.
Oh,
The goat.
yeah, the coolestest. If that's what you mean, then yes.
Is it a regular goat or
down.
the one that goes? Blah, 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 blah?
Look, I am not Shakira.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, I knew that's where
Oh
that
my
was.
god!
I knew exactly where that was going.
Oh man, that show was crazy.
I liked it.
Greatest of all time.
Goat ass. Streaming when it comes to friends in a community isn't a competition, and sometimes when you join together, you each individually grow more. And I think that's the main concept that I want to. Where did Steve go?
Where did
We
Hockey
went to
go?
the basement.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Fucking hole
Carry on.
Went to
underneath
the, went to the
hole.
Shadow Realm.
I looked at chat and I looked back and Steve's gone. What the fuck happened?
I didn't plug in my laptop, so I had business to take
Your battery
care
was
of. It gave me
dying.
a warning.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
I thought you fell through a portal.
They don't have those in Canada.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, building a community together makes more sense, anyways, because if you're looking to, be present and be available, and be the like what the community is based around, you really have to give up probably 99% of your free time just to manage that. You know what I mean? Like it's a job, really.
And then trying to be in other communities as well.
Right.
It's like
Yeah,
shit.
and then maintaining your regular life with the wife and the kids and the job and all the stuff that you gotta do outside of all that. Like it's
And your secret second family.
it's a challenge, right? And that franchise you're setting up with 3 other families in other states.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you guys all to know that you're noobs. I got 7 other families.
Oh,
Thank you very
fuck,
much.
man.
Oh shit!
Well,
I think
good
you
luck
started
with
before
that.
me, though. You're 64, right?
It's like get on my
Yeah.
level.
We got some advice from
Oh,
chat, you guys.
Oh,
So
here it comes. Here it comes.
I want everyone to really pay attention. Ditch the wife and kids. Go on.
Nailed it.
Listening.
What else you got?
So far, so good.
We can run away together.
And
And
ditch the wife and kids. And littering and
this is getting exciting.
littering and
Hog champ.
This is like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, and
I just played the Krieg quote. Littering and
Littering.
smoking the reefer.
Fuck you, leg.
There's that devil's lettuce. Thought about it. Should have went for it.
She's
And
listening.
with that being said, honestly, you guys out there, streamers, viewers, friends, new friends, old friends, please make sure you're in the Discord,
Friends.
because we had an
Yeah.
epic night of Modern Warfare last night. It was probably
That was hilarious.
by far one of the most one of the most fun times I've had playing that game since I bought it, easily.
And what kind of KD did you walk away with in all reality? It doesn't
Negative.
matter. It doesn't matter.
And I didn't have to fuck any of you guys' moms or anything. It was great. It was super great.
Wait, are you saying
I mean, there
you
was
saying
some
that you-
teabagging.
that you're too good to fuck my mom? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the exact opposite of that. Mrs. Sevelis is a wonderful woman.
who's Sevelis? Mrs. Sevelis? Who's that? It's Mrs. Snake.
Mama Sev.
Nick's mom. Yeah, mom.
Ma-
Something.
You know, I thought
Mama
about
Nick just
going
sounds
Ghostly
wrong.
Sev,
Isn't it
but
Nick's mom's got it going on.
Nick's mom has got it going on. Yes!
you know, since you say that, my older sister's name My older sister's name is Stacy.
Oh.
Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all
She's
I
all
want.
I want, and
Now,
I
see-
waited for so long.
Grummios, that's exactly right. No other advice, just ditch wife and kids. I think if we could all just do that and move into like a streamer house, we'd be okay.
Streamer house.
Streamer
I
house.
think that we could work through it.
I think we could probably do that. I could share a bed with Nick on Mondays and
Oh.
Wednesdays. I could share a bed
I
with
could snore on the couch.
I could share a bed with Chris on Thursdays and Fridays. Never sharing a bed with Thanatos. I just
Leading
don't
up to
know
the
if I could get that close to him without putting my hands on his head. Probably,
It does look smooth.
probably
What
would
was the
wa-
thin sparks?
probably would want to get some, some wax. Get right on that. And film it, but get actors to play younger. Yeah, totally. Definitely need younger actors. I'm looking at a young, what's that kid's name? Fenn Wolfhard. There you go.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is
It's
that?
Mike from
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. To play you?
Yeah, totally.
Only
Or-
because his hair color matches your beard.
I feel like
Just
that.
cut it off and-
It's more of his personality. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
fuck you. Get writers to write episodes. See, this is too much for me. So, I don't.
I mean, we could just fake our deaths. That'd be easy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Or we could do what that Norwegian death metal band did. Did you guys hear about this?
Nope. Do tell.
You had me at Norwegian death metal.
They killed themselves on stage.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
Like, legit
That's,
killed
uh,
themselves?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Brutal.
That's metal as fuck.
That's fucking brutal.
We got BDG making up with Pixie in our chat here. Is there something we can do? Is there any moderators?
She's like, I'm done with him, but he fakes his computers real good, so I guess I'm stuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
Take his bad hammer.
He took it home with him. Yeah, for real. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
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 Really enjoying the episode, guys. It's we've reached an hour. We've achieved our maximum
Whoa.
goal.
Woo woo.
Sorry, minimum
that's
goal.
Not even our final form.
Minimum goal, yeah. And we haven't even talked about
It's
wieners
the
yet.
final countdown.
Shit, we haven't talked about wieners yet.
I have a, but there's something else we haven't talked about. The Florida
totally.
man.
Totally.
Is he an actual Florida man, or do you import them in from other areas of the country?
I think
Everybody's got a little Florida man in them.
I think so. I think when you get here, that part of you just like expands and becomes a much bigger part of you. Also, and I'm not kidding when I say this. I say this all the fucking time, and you guys just brush it off like it's not a big deal. But fucking the weather here, the fucking weather here drives people insane.
I can see that.
It
12
does.
months of that shit.
It does.
Because it bakes your brain cells?
Yes, and there's no break from it. It was 85 degrees yesterday. We had a 30-minute rainstorm last night. It's 40 degrees outside right now. Tomorrow, when the sun comes back up, 85 again. Guarantee it.
And you don't think you'll be crazy at the end of that?
Yeah, like
Shit
yeah,
going
like
on?
and you
Cook
get
your
like
brain.
12 to 14 nights of that every year, and then it's back to 95-degree weather.
700% humidity.
So Inevitable's got the right idea. Trade the kids for more string gear.
Deal, but like let me know who your kid dealer is, because I gotta like do an extensive background check. I want to get as much money for my kids as possible. I've got blonde-haired
What's the
and
Kelly
and
Kelly
blue-eyed.
Blue Book?
Yeah, that's not how we base things anymore. That worked. No, that's a long time ago, and it was a bad ideology.
Blonde hair, blue-eyed, and they don't talk back.
The third one I can get down with.
I used to have blonde hair, and I got blue
You
eyes.
used to have hair. You mean?
I did used to have hair. Well, I have some on the side, but it's
Not
turned
that
like
I
a
have
dark
any
brown.
fucking room to talk, but
Hmm.
But the Ted Bundy blue book.
Bundy blue book.
Oh shit! No.
Ah, yes, the TBB.
B.
Gen
I gotta
Z,
get me one of those.
Yeah.
I am going to retire.
Permanently?
Well, for tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
So,
Tapping
As a-
out.
I
as
guess
in,
we'll
you're not
allow
coming back
it.
This stream, I've got to make sure I've got the right overlay set up.
Let's
So,
let's check
Night-
the rule book.
Hope your
do you need
kids
me to hang
feel
out
better.
for a minute?
no, you
Oh,
are good to go, my dude. Thank you for
You on my side too.
being part of the stream so far.
gentlemen.
Say goodbye to
Bye bye.
Chat,
everybody. Everybody say goodbye to
everyone.
Thanatos. Also, hey,
I love your hat.
hold on. Before you go, when I do your shout outs, should I shout you out on Twitch or Mixer, dude?
Mixer.
Mixer. Okay, if you guys, when you guys are hanging out on Mixer, go hang out with my good friend Thanatos. Is it XXI?
Correct, sir.
Yep.
We searched under small potatoes on Mixer.
You want viewers, right? Yes. You kill yourself on stream, get all the viewers you want. You end your life on a high note.
Fucking
There are
brutal.
no more potatoes. Hockey Steve.
All right, good night, Thanatos.
Night,
night,
Thanatos.
Have a good one, bud.
Night night.
You guys too. See
Make sure you
guys
fully
later.
leave the call.
Yes. Yes.
Bye. Yeah, like that.
Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh man, now Nick's in the middle.
Gotta fix chat. Why you do this to me, chat?
I really need to get my kazoo out.
At least I'll put the Q in the middle. Thank you, sir. Oh, wait, Nick's in the middle. Fuck you, killer! God damn it.
He's all our sex appeal.
We
It's-
do want
it's the
viewers,
room.
I guess. Nick, you have
Yes?
you have dreamy
Show some
eyes.
nip.
I don't know if I told you that before.
Thank you. They're actually called a crystal gray. A lot of people confuse them with
They're
blue.
smoky.
I do not have blue eyes.
They're dreamy.
Sorry, world.
I want to lick them. Can I lick them?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I got that request, so sure.
The reason I said that is because there's a village in some strange South American country where there's like the old lady who's like the medicine lady.
Who lives in a shoe?
One of her jobs is to lick.
I'll pluck out your eyes.
No, she cleans people's eyes by like licking them. Like if they got something in their eyes, like they go to the lady and she licks their eyes. Clean.
No.
I'm not kidding.
That is horrible and painful. I bet. Oh my god.
I think me and Nick can handle that.
Mm.
I mean, I'm down. I have no issues with this.
Awesome.
No.
It's like, come here, lady. I got a hair in my.
No way.
Get him.
Oh, gross. Oh shit. Steve, did you have something that you wanted to talk about tonight?
No, nothing.
And
Florida Man was it. That was it.
Well, like-
Florida Man was
Inquiring
his
minds wondered.
contribution.
No. You mentioned having a blast last night with the crossplay.
Well, I hope we see more of it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know that the developers are constantly talking about the PlayStation 5, Xbox this, and Stadia that, and I hope they realize the benefits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly. And like I literally like I've had plenty of fun playing games with friends, but like last night was just an absolute over the top riot of fun. Like I really did have a good time. And it's because people like Thunderclam and Mr. Stevo, like those guys are kind of like off the edge of our friend circles, but we know those guys, right? Like, and like we don't play with those guys though because they play on a different fucking platform. Dave, he's on PC and PlayStation, and a few of us have PC games, and a few of us have PlayStation
PC.
still. Right, yeah. But
But the chances of us all having COD
Right.
is very slim.
right. Just the chances of us having a second game to line up like that is very slim.
Yes. Yeah.
Even slimmer, and it's like at that point I feel like the number one
Go to
thing
bed.
keeping people apart is that the platforms have to stay separate.
Yeah.
You have Stadia rated right now. I have not had Stadia the actual Stadia release, I did beta test it, and I would have probably given it a 3.5 to a 4 when I did try it. A negative 14. I think that's probably more accurate now because of how many people didn't get it. It's one of those deals where you need a lot of folks to like populate your
And they
games.
haven't released a game in 5 months or whatever, or a new game.
And didn't someone else come up with like another cloud?
Nvidia just came out
Yeah.
with a streaming service.
There you go.
They've
It's
had
like
a store for a while though.
it's like everyone knows it's a good fucking idea. They just didn't pull it off. If
I
they
still
would,
think they should have waited
I
till
did too,
this
yeah.
fall when the consoles came out.
I agree.
It's like, you want a $500 Xbox? You want a $500 PS5? Or do you want a fucking free streaming service from Google?
Yeah, with a $150 controller.
Or
is
yeah,
crazy.
if you did the Founders Edition.
Right. Yeah. Like either way, like it's a great concept because of the fact that you would be able to play whenever, wherever on anything that had it, and that's where, like, I think they're kind of going down the right path, but they need to stop branching on these other like ridiculous bits and focus on making all the consoles play together. If you have this game, you can play with anybody else who has this game.
Even on
Unless they have
Switch.
mouse and keyboard, they can bugger off.
Well, I mean, we can just have toggles. We can just toggle that off.
No, I don't play mouse and keyboard anyway.
I enjoy streaming Destiny 2 to my phone with Xbox streaming. There you go. It's 3.5. Your honest opinion. You're not streaming opinion. They still send you a unit to try because they. No. Listen, I got a beta code to test out. It was like literally like it was January of 2019, and I got to test it out for like 4 days, and I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It was great. I didn't have a problem. No lag. No input lag. No issues at all. The game looked beautiful. I was able to log in and log out without an issue. It was fucking. It was awesome. It worked perfectly. It recognized my controller right away, and everything was exactly the way it would be if I was to turn on a console and put that game in. It felt great. I didn't try to stream it or anything, and I'm definitely not sugarcoating my opinion. Trust me on that one. If I thought it was hot garbage, I would tell you it's hot garbage. I thought that what I played with was fucking great.
And of
Something to
course, you
replace your
have
Vita?
awesome internet too.
Right, and that's the next thing is I've got fiber optic internet, 100 up, 100 down. So, I mean that definitely helps. What would you guys say is a good thing to replace a Vita with? Isn't that what Switches are for?
Yeah. I thought PlayStation was maybe coming out with another handheld, but
No, PlayStation
Burned.
won't be coming out with a handheld in the foreseeable future.
I feel like-
I saw something where they were doing it like maybe just Japan. I don't know.
Wow. I feel like
They
those
even done a thing, PlayStation TV.
unfollow. I don't have a Switch myself. I only play games here in my game room. I don't have a Switch. I don't think I would. Honestly, I want one, but I know that I wouldn't use it. Like it would eventually, like after a few weeks. After a few weeks, I wouldn't use it. It would just
Get out of my Christian Minecraft server with that fudge.
It would just be one of those things where one of my kids would end up with it, and they'd break it in a couple of weeks, and then it would end up in a closet probably. But yeah, cross-playing any game anywhere needs to happen on this new generation of console. It better just be fucking just there. Like, oh, by the way, secretly we've been working together for the last 2 years. We made it happen. You're welcome. Buy the console that you like to play on, but still play with your friends. The end.
Mm-hmm.
So the crazy thing about all of that is the two different main consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, their networks are fully capable of supporting crossplay.
Yes, we know
It
that.
is now up to the game developers.
Greed.
It is 100% up to the game developers now to design their games to support crossplay.
I think that's why games like let's see what's currently crossplay. You can play with PC guys on an Xbox if you have Sea of Thieves.
Dauntless.
Dauntless was crossplay. You can play on anything with anybody. We know that
Fortnite.
Call of Duty, Fortnite. What's that race car soccer game?
Rocket League.
Rocket
FIFA?
League. Yeah.
Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
FIFA racing. What?
FIFA racing. Really?
That's not what FIFA does.
Me and Can were playing a game called Vermintide, and that was cross-platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that like there's a real kind of disconnect between like do you think it's just time to like develop the right,
Oh,
I don't know.
all right. So
Like if like let's just say, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but this is kind of part of
You're
this.
good.
So like if they made Destiny 2 crossplay, right? Let's just say theoretically it's crossplay now. And because
For
there's
the
that
big switch.
right, yeah, they just exactly.
They had it the whole time.
But let's just say it happens, and you got a guy on PC who's playing with me, right? And he has his PC game and he has his client up, but he is directly crossing platforms, playing with a console player, right? Like, at what stage do you think it would be able for him to like cheat through that connection? Isn't that like a huge problem because there's no. Like, obviously I don't know how it works exactly.
On Destiny, you can't even have I use a program called MSI Afterburner. It's a tool for graphics cards. Like, you can overclock them. Shows you like temperatures, FPS, all that kind of
Right,
shit.
yeah.
It will not let you run that during Destiny. Destiny will not launch with that open.
because of the anti-cheat.
Well, there's no cheating. It's just you're overclocking. Like, all I wanted was an FPS counter, which is built into the game. But
Right.
Well, the crazy thing about that is even though the game launcher has the detection system built into it and it won't launch if you have any of that stuff, there is so many players on the PC that are, lag switching, aimbotting, and all that kind of stuff.
they have anti-cheat and
Which works.
Yeah, the thing is,
Most
though,
of the
if we
time.
wanted 6 of our friends to raid, and we are all on cross-platform, I don't think cheating is a factor there. But of course, in
Well, yeah, it's
PvP
only
and-
PvP that people
Right.
even give a shit, and it's not even a competitive game. Like, there's no competitive PvP. There's a competitive playlist,
Right. Yeah.
but there's no like trials,
right,
or
and there's no league.
anything like that.
There's no organization making it like an esport. Like Destiny's not an esport, so
No.
yeah. What I think more than anything else is like I feel like I don't know. Your like big switch idea is exactly how I feel. Like I wish it was that easy. Like I
Throw the
want
big switch.
everybody just to be like, hey, guess what? Now it works. The end, and it just be like done. But I know obviously that it like Nick was saying, they have to build that into their game. Otherwise, it's not up to the console developers anymore.
The interesting thing will be, will the next COD have cross-platform?
Yeah,
Or will
did they consider it?
Or will they stay?
Right. Did they consider it like a success, or is it just something that they kind of are gonna not reuse because it wasn't used that often? I don't know. I know a lot of people. When I talk to them, I try to find out like what game they play, and like what platform they're on. And I'm always trying to find a game that is crossplay that maybe we can play together. And it's always been Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't like playing race car soccer. That's not fun for me.
I didn't know Sea of Thieves was cross-platform, so
Sea of Thieves
I'm
totally
about to
is
get that shit now.
for sure, and it's on Game Pass, so
Yeah,
there you go.
I didn't download it because I'm like, I don't have anybody to play with, so
I don't understand how it would be different for money, Chaos. Like, do you think that someone who is determined enough to play with their friends would buy a whole different console and that game all over again just to play with their friends?
Yes.
Right, but
We did.
I don't feel like we're like the average. the average group of friends, right? Like we're all pretty much our main hobby, our enthusiastic main hobby is gaming, right? Like that's why it'd be a lot easier for us to do that as opposed to like your average.
And
Well,
we all
gaming
hope
and streaming is the cheaper of my two hobbies.
Well, I don't want to hear about your emu breeding.
I was gonna say porn is free, dude.
Yeah, porn's free. I heard this Ghostly Nick guy fucked an ostrich.
Wasn't an
Allegedly.
ostrich.
Can you show me
It
this alleged
depends.
ostrich?
No,
It depends on what your definition
I
of
heard
is.
I heard it takes at least 3 people.
3 people to, yeah.
It's a fucking ostrich.
Fucking ostrich. Was the ostrich sick? I think Inevitable's right. Like, you definitely have done that, but you're not the average gamer. I don't think you're like the, you know, the zeitgeist majority of gamer person. You know what I mean? Like you're like a aficionado or a connoisseur or, you know, amateur professional kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, content creators I think are a whole different breed.
Fox.
It's like we'll buy all the fucking things.
Hey, Fox! If crossplay
Also-
becomes major, why would they even physically release the different consoles? Why wouldn't they just make a game and have the consoles build a general platform and publishers would rule the market so the consoles ruling the industry? I can see where there could be a huge dichotomy shift there.
Exovision over here in Mixture says, "What's up, y'all?"
Yo, XO, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
Crossplay becomes major.
Hey-o.
Never
See-
trust a fart.
I don't know. I think it would be because people would still have a preference as to which platform they want to play on, right? Like if I could say right now that you could choose one platform and all your games were available on that platform and all your friends could play with you no matter what console or platform they were on, you could probably pick one and never pick up another one, right? You
Probably.
usually
Buying
go,
the
well,
PC
you know,
for all
fuck
of
you,
us?
PlayStation. I'm gonna be on Xbox now, or vice versa.
That's what I did.
Permanent PC, and I mean, like I think
Same.
like many people would though. Many people would go permanently PC. But like if you had that option, you would still buy the same amount of games as you would. You just wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to be buying it like 3 or 4 different times. And I get that. You know, the game companies make extra money when you buy extra copies, of course. But I don't think that there's that many people doing it.
The PC is Xbox.
Fun fact: I tried to play Astroneer with my son. He was playing on the Xbox, and I was on computer playing on Steam, and it didn't communicate with it.
What?
So I had to go through the Game Pass version
Oh,
of Astroneer.
yes. You have to have the one that has
Xbox
the little Game
and
Pass tag.
Steam
Yeah.
doesn't work together.
Right. That is true for the certain games,
stupid.
because I think that the studio who put out that game is one of the Xbox studios.
I think you're right, and I can't remember which studio it is.
There are a lot of indie games on the PC.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's easier to make. There's some really good indie games too.
I don't know, Pixie. I don't think that many people buy it 3 times over. I really don't think so. Even if you know 1,000 people who do, that's probably you know, the majority of the people who do.
I did with Destiny.
Yeah, but
I did with
I
Skyrim.
bought it on everything.
I did with Destiny.
And Skyrim.
and I did it with Skyrim, yeah. However, I actually got my special edition for free, which was neat because they had a weird like open window for an upgrade. Do you guys remember that? It was like if you recently bought Skyrim, when you logged in, it would give you a code, and you would have the Skyrim special edition. Holy shit, Nick!
11 months.
Wow, you're almost at that year badge where Steve is at. If you type in chat, you get to see your different color chat badge too.
So guys, there are lists online with significant amounts of games that you can cross-play.
Yeah.
Like, it is...
Let's hear it.
Listen to the Discord.
Let's hear it.
For the boy.
For the boy. Well, we're talking Fortnite, Dauntless, Rocket League, Smite, Paladins, Realm Royale, Call of Duty, Brawlhalla, Super Mega Baseball 2, Fantasy Strike, World of Warships Legends, Minecraft, and then there's also a thing known as partial cross.
Okay, and that's like one console to the
Cross-platform.
other, or like Xbox to PC.
Like Blobcat can play on your Switch and your PC. So for all your Blobcat fans out
The
Blobcat.
fuck is a blobcat?
Never heard of it.
there. Well, you should be out there buying it. You could do that. But yeah, I'm gonna post that because yeah, it's larger than you think it is. Because it's not going away.
Right.
Yeah, I
no.
forgot about Realm Royale and Smite and
Yeah.
And aren't those huge?
Yeah. There's a lot of people
Very
playing those
large
games.
games.
Yeah.
well, Realm Royale is kind of a Fortnite.
Based in like fantasy world. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say a knockoff because they did do some original shit.
Yeah. They definitely did, but it is basically a, basically a knockoff.
At the end of the day, Fortnite's just a knockoff of PUBG anyway, so. Which is the knockoff of no.
Yeah, I think it's all basically like it's got to be where we are moving forward. Like I don't think that I don't think that hearing that everyone wants cross-platform, people are going to not make cross-platform. Your Vita is cross. Well, you're fucking
Boom.
winning, dude. Fucking winning.
That's a lot.
Remember thinking how cool that was too. I mean, this.
Somebody smoke alarm.
It's coffee.
Somebody
Where's
smoke
your train?
detector.
You didn't get your train, Nick.
It's true.
Also,
Steve, I think
you're
you froze.
right. I missed
I did,
the 9
but,
o'clock train today.
I came back.
Rip Steve.
Oh no. Must be this snow.
There's no snow where I'm at.
Oh.
Maybe I came earlier? Hockey, do you remember a train back when we were doing the raid?
No.
Me neither. Oh well.
How many Switch players cross playing with their Wii?
It's the Wii U. Come on.
Mortal
Well,
Kombat 11.
Considering the Wii lost support a couple months back, I don't think they'll be supporting any crossplay.
I'm gonna say we lost support a long time ago, but the last game finally came out for Wii.
Yep.
What was it?
Just
game?
Dance 2020.
Oh, there you go. Do you know that because Emily has one?
No, I saw it at fucking Target and I shit my pants. I was like, fucking Wii game?
They're putting these out still?
Let's see if there's any of these games worth playing.
I had to do a double take. I was like, what?
I don't know. I don't know much about Wii's and Switches and all that stuff. I barely know about Xboxes, and that's all I've been playing for 2 years.
A Swanch. And then
No.
and then Tardo Swanch.
What, Swanch? The hell's
Swanchy?
that? Cross-platform for consoles only. PC has too much
What is-
advantage.
Super Mega Baseball.
Nasty Skills says in chat.
Wait, what?
Hearthstone.
Hey, so so listen. We're gonna call back to the beginning of the show here. Thanatos just messaged me what he's calling his community.
Oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Wake Bacon up. He'll be interested.
Oh shit. Look at that fancy ass mug, by the way.
It's Frank and Kevin.
Yes.
I haven't started it yet, no, but I definitely am going to watch that one.
What is it on?
I'm not going to steal his thunder and tell you what he's going to call it, but it is actually a really good name for a streaming community. But yeah, oh, shit, sorry.
Bruh.
Forgot to
You
be
should
fancy.
beat him to it and name your community
Roblox.
that tonight.
Roblox is crossplay?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
You can do all kinds of shit in that game.
Did not know that.
Dude, pure chess?
Isn't
What?
that what we have?
Yeah, we have Pure Chess. That's crossplay.
Pure Chess is crossplay from PS4, PC, and the 3DS.
The
Wow.
3D.
What? Let me just get my 3DS out so I can crossplay.
I mean, I could play you in chess if you guys know how to play.
PUBG is crossplay from PS4 to Xbox, which, another battle royale.
At least it's not PC and consoles.
So here's
Like
kind
Fortnite.
of the opposite side of that coin, though. So I was playing crossplay with my boss, who's on PlayStation,
Yep.
and they don't have streaming setups. They don't have fucking computers they sit in front of. They've got their TV and their PlayStation. So when it came to communication, I had to, in order to like hear them, go to
Don't gag.
game chat.
Don't gag.
Game
Like
chat.
in-game chat?
Yeah.
Like actual in-game chat?
And it was even fucking worse than usual in game chat because it was cross-platform. It sounded like I was in a fucking. They were saying it sounds like you're on this radio on this abandoned fucking building. Like I can hear you as if you were coming in through the radio.
Yeah, she got a guy over here gonna shoot him.
And it's like you've got to realize that like while we've gotten used to this, most people playing games don't have this. And so like they're
Nick
Me and Steve were in game chat for our Xbox raid earlier.
and it was painful for us to try and get our Discord set up, which is immaculate, to work with Xbox game chat because we just aren't set that way right now.
yeah.
Nick had to come in and out about 7 times to get it
Yeah.
right. And I was waiting for
so-
my PC to give me notifications and it wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I was waiting for my console companion on PC to give me the notification so I could join the game chat, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's changed or what, but yeah, it just goes back to how we.
I ended up
communicate.
actually having to use my cell phone.
See, like, I always just plug in. I've got this little headset. I just always plug a headset to my controller and just use that for chat.
That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
I don't.
That way I don't got to change
have
any of my shit. I can just, like,
anything
like kind of a plug and play.
Plug it in and
Tell us something
Go.
you do like, Nick.
Tacos.
Can I say one thing?
like. Sure.
I know one thing that you like.
What's that?
Guns.
Yes.
Guns.
I
Oh,
am a huge fan of the firearms
Tacos too.
world.
Why is there a sad guy in the middle of those
actually-
tacos?
It's
That's why I
actually
said,
my
whoops.
my number one pastime
Tacos and
is
sadness.
firearms, shooting firearms, and safely training other people to use firearms.
Nice.
you can actually train people to be safe with them.
Yes.
Not in Kentucky.
No, in Kentucky,
That's a
you can
lost-
just back
that's a
that
lost
shit
cause.
anywhere you want.
Yeah. You're allowed to like go to the grocery store and like buy
They're-
ammo.
yes.
Taco guns.
Yes.
I'd be fine with a taco gun. Just aim it.
Okay. I'm out, guys.
Brutal.
Take
Steve,
care,
you done?
Aki.
My mom's got a timer that my internet shut at 12.
Oh boy. I bet it
Got the
does.
parental controls on the PC.
Okay, well, we're not going to be done with the show, but we are done with the show. Now we're going to be transitioning to the after show. Steve, it was great to have you.
It was good to be back.
After
yes.
show.
Everybody who's here, I'm going to stop streaming and then start right back up again. So just refresh your feeds when I leave. Steve, once again, it's awesome. Everyone, we can say goodnight to the Fancy Schmancy Variety Show. We did a great job. You all did a great job. I did an excellent job.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
Bye,
Great.
and we all love you.
Steve.
And we are going to be continuing to stream. Just we're ending the Fancy Schmancy Show. So bye.
I'm not going off.
Bye bye.
I'll just switch over.